Preferring a writing outline. When we say preparing a writing outline, what guys come to your mind? It is very helpful for students to prepare a writing outline for any type of essay, and particularly for an academic documented one. And also for me, preparation for writing outline for any type of essay will help us construct and organize ideas in a sequential manner and thoughtful flow. In other words, preparing an outline will allow you to pick relevant information. Okay, let's move on to the next. An outline consists of three main sections, which is introduction, development, conclusions. Introduction consists of an interesting opening to draw the reader into the subject, background information on the topic, and the statement of the paper's thesis. Development. Development should be more detailed and specific. Conclusions. This typically contains a wrap-up or summary of the essay's main points and final point. And also, introduction must be a hint to connect what the topic really all about. Okay, let's go to the next. Title: Tingi Culture in the 21st Century is Still Thinking Small in the Philippines. Thesis statement: The continued use of the tingi-tingi system in 21st century Philippines reflect a lack of change in the economic situation of the Philippines, as those from the many poor sectors of society are forced due to lack of available funds to both buy small and think in the short term. Thesis statement: The continued use of tingi-tingi system in 21st century Philippines reflect a lack of change in the economic situation of the Philippines, as those from the many poorer sectors of society are forced due to lack of available funds to both buy small and think in the short term. Number 1. Introduction. Introduction: The tingi-tingi system. Tingi-tingi, it means buying an item.
Buying a piece. P. Definition and region of tingi and tingi-tingi system. C. Main idea: continued practice of tingi culture as a reflection of prevailing poverty and thinking into the short term. 2. Development: the social and cultural implications of the tingi-tingi system. A. Why it was practiced in the past. Why it continues to be practiced today. C. Buying small as equivalent to thinking small. 3. Conclusion: looking at back and looking ahead. Recap why the system has significant cultural implications. B. Final insight about the need to think in larger and longer terms. Now let's proceed to the next. Doing research and finding credible sources. Writing an academic essay means adding one's voice to the conservation of other writers and scholars. To do this, writer needs familiarize himself or herself with the conservation. In other words, a writer must first do research and gather information from the wide variety of sources available. Before or while selecting a topic, a student may wish to survey the literature or other studies on topics he or she interested in while planning his essay, that is asking a research question, constructing a thesis statement, preparing an outline. The student may also wish to read materials that may be cited as support for the essays of main points. It is very important to remember that the internet, while a very helpful resource, is a public venue or forum where any person may make a claim or assertion. Anyone may represent opinion and falsehood as new facts or truth. A good academic should use only trustworthy sources. Students will find articles or pages on the web that provide relevant information on the topics they have chosen to write about. Most make the extra front of verifying that sources is valid, credible,
and reliable. Okay, let's go to the number 1. Check the Universal Resources Locator or URL, sometimes referred to as the IP address or link on the brochure's address bar. The shortcuts for domain names at the end of the URL give information linked to the site purpose of agenda and therefore its potential biases. Number 2. Read the About Us section of the website. As with print sources, look for information about the author or organization, the site publisher, and other relevant information about the site. This will help one to verify whether or not information is being provided by an expert or authority in the subject. Number 3. Review the content for relevance, depth and breadth, accuracy, and currency. The information should be related to the subject once it is studying and provides the appropriate depth and coverage of the topic. Information should be precise and authoritative, produced by credible source and current. Number 4. Look at the source's site. If the website is credible and reliable, the information will include ideas for the other sources. There should be also live links to the source used inside by the author. Okay, let's proceed to the next one, the writing stage of the writing process. What is this? When there is a solid plan and there are adequate notes from the source from the essay, the student may move on the second stage of the writing process. This is writing or the act of producing a first draft, which Donald Murray says in the fastest part of the writing process, taking up as little as 1% of the writer's time. According to educators, Murray's weighed 1 points. Writing as drafting is like making a sketch for painting. The painter doesn't worry about getting all the lines perfect the first time. Similarly, the writer does not get expect to the words and information right in the first draft. That's all. Thank you.